The Book of Genesis, Chapter 38, from the Sunday School Bible. Copyright 2025, The Sunday School Bible, LLC. All rights reserved. Judah marries a Canaanite woman. And it came to pass that Judah went south away from his brothers at this time. He met and stayed with a man named Hirah, who was an Adulamite. While there, Judah saw a Canaanite woman, the daughter of a man named Shua. Judah married Shua's daughter and consummated the marriage. Judah's wife gave birth to a son and named him Er. She gave birth again to a son and named him Onan. She gave birth again to a son in the town of Chezib and named him Shelah. Judah and Tamar. Judah arranged for a wife named Tamar to marry his firstborn son, Er. However, Er, Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of the Lord. Therefore the Lord killed him. Judah said to the second-born son, Onan, "Marry your brother's wife Tamar and consummate the marriage so you can raise up a seed, a child, for your older brother's sake." Onan knew, however, that the seed should not be his. And it came to pass, when Onan had sexual relations with his brother's wife Tamar, he spilled it on the ground to prevent her from conceiving a child for his brother. Onan's actions displeased the Lord, therefore the Lord killed Onan also. Judah said to his daughter-in-law Tamar, "Remain a widow at your father's house until my son Shelah has grown up." Judah was afraid that his son Shelah might die like his brothers. So Tamar went and lived in her father's house. In the process of time, Shua's daughter, Judah's wife, died. After Judah had finished mourning, he and his friend Hirah, the Adulamite, went to see his sheep shearers in Timnath. Someone said to Tamar, "Your father-in-law, Judah, went to Timnath to shear his sheep." Tamar removed her widow's garments, covered her face with a veil, wrapped herself, and sat in an open place on the way to Timnath. Tamar knew that Shelah, Judah's son, was now grown, yet she was not given to him to be his wife. When Judah saw her, he did not recognize her because she had covered her face and thought she was a prostitute. Judah turned towards Tamar and said, "Let me have sex with you," for Judah did not know that she was his daughter-in-law. Tamar said to Judah, "What will you give me so that you may come into me?" Judah said to Tamar, "I will send you a young goat from my flock." Tamar said to Judah, "Will you give me an item now until you send it?" Judah said to Tamar, "What shall I give you?" Tamar said to Judah, "Your signet ring, your bracelets, and the staff in your hand." Judah gave all of the items to Tamar, came into her, and Tamar conceived a child. Tamar got up and departed. She laid down her veil, put on her widow's clothing. When Judah returned to his flock, he gave his friend Hirah the Adulamite the young goat to return to the woman in Timnath as promised. But Hirah could not find her. Then Hirah asked the men of Timnath, "Where is the prostitute who was openly by the road?" The men said to Hirah, "There is no prostitute in this place." Hirah returned to Judah and said, "I cannot find her. The men of Timnath said there was no prostitute there." Judah said to Hirah, "Let her keep what I gave her, or else the people will make fun of us for going back with a goat and not finding her." About 3 months later, someone approached Judah. The person said to Judah, "Tamar, your daughter-in-law, has played the prostitute and is now pregnant with child by whoredom." Judah said to the person, "Bring her forth and let her be burned to death." When Tamar was brought forth, she sent a message to Judah, her father-in-law, along with the ring, bracelets, and staff. Tamar's message to Judah said, "My child belongs to the man who owns these items. Please discern for yourself to whom these items belong: the signet ring, the bracelets, and the staff." Judah acknowledged to the people that the items were his. Judah said to the people, "She has been more righteous than I, because I did not give her to my son Shelah." Judah never had sexual relations with Tamar again. Perez and Zara are born. And it came to pass, when Tamar gave birth, they discovered twins in her womb. As she was giving birth, one baby, Zara, reached out his hand. The midwife tied a scarlet thread around the baby's finger and said, "This one came out first." But then the baby Zara drew back his hand, and behold, his brother Perez came out first. Then the midwife said, "How did you break out before your brother? This breach be upon thee." Therefore they named him Perez. Perez means breakthrough. Afterward, his brother Zara came out with a scarlet thread on his hand. Therefore they named him Zara. Zara means to rise.